Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Ball Super Episode 92 Review. It's a follow-up to previous one. This episode also focus on world and lore development. Title for this episode is, An Emergency Development. We don't have 10 members. So episodes starts with Goku arrives at Mr. Satan's house, where Satan explains that despite all his efforts, he cannot awaken Buu. Normally Buu only needs a second or so of sleep, but when he falls into a deep slumber like this, he's out for a whole 2 months. And they've only got about 3 hours to go until the tournament. Let's move out to Universe 11. Topper meets up with General who has just completed his urgent mission saving a cat for some kids. Topper and General discuss having some of the upcoming troopers defend the universe during the hour in which they will be at the tournament. Topper has seen via the interplanetary network that the main warriors have all gathered and begun training for the tournament. Back on Earth, Mr. Satan volunteers to enter the tournament in Buu's place, but quickly changes his tune once Goku points out the main tournament will have fighters even more incredible than the ones at the exhibition match. Meanwhile, Beerus bemoans Buu falling asleep at such a critical time, though Weiss thinks this is like the pot calling the kettle black. Meanwhile in Universe 3, the gods visit warrior named Negrissi, their universe's greatest restructuring warrior, to gain his help in winning the tournament. Negrissi shows off one of his enhanced warriors, the seemingly robotic Narayama, who's equipped with an iron claw to keep from falling from the arena, a suction cup in case his arm comes off, and other gadgets. Negrissi is also working on restructuring other warriors for the tournament. Together they're sure to come out on top. Back on Earth again. Krillin and Number 18, and Marin arrive at Capsule Corporation. Krillin is happy to see Tenshinhan again, but wonders where Mutant Roshi is. Apparently he's off finishing his training with Power. Tenshinhan and Piccolo explain to Krillin about the trouble with Buu, and Krillin suggests they simply enter with 9 warriors. However, Shin warns that since the Omni King specified 10 warriors per team, they'll have to meet that number. Beerus demands that Gohan, as team leader, resolve this problem. Gohan is confident his father will awaken Buu, but if not, he'll take responsibility and find someone else to be the 10th member. Krillin offers to help too, after all, he wants that 10 million zeni. But once he mentions the prize money, it quickly becomes apparent it was all a lie on Goku's part. Meanwhile, up at Den's temple, Vegeta smashes his way out of the Room of Spirit and Time. In Universe 6, Cabba and Caulifla meet out in the wastelands of some planet, while Kale hides nearby and watches them. Cabba shows off his Super Saiyan form again, and Caulifla is eager for him to teach her how to transform like that. But Cabba's not too confident he can teach the secret, since he only just learned it himself from Vegeta not too long ago. Cabba tries to get Caulifla angry in order to trigger the Super Saiyan transformation, using some very mild insults, but it doesn't work. Caulifla asks Cabba is he's always angry when he transforms. But Cabba says no, now that he's used to it he just transforms by concentrating power in his back. So Caulifla tries that approach, and it works. Cabba is suitably impressed, Caulifla really is gifted. Cabba teaches her how to revert to normal by releasing the tingling sensation from her back and tells her the transformation will be less of a strain once she gets used to it. Caulifla agrees to enter the tournament, but wants to bring Kale along too. Kale comes out of hiding and Caulifla introduces her to Cabba. Kale is another Saiyan, and Caulifla's protege. Though Kale doubts she can become Super Saiyan, Caulifla encourages her to try. Meanwhile on Earth, Goku returns to Capsule Corporation from Mr. Satan's house, saying that waking up Buu proved impossible. But that's not the only problem. It looks like Krillin and number 18 might not enter now that Goku's lie is exposed. Goku offers to pay Krillin out of his own pocket, since he got all that money from Mr. Satan, but Vegeta points out that Kai keeps control over that money. Goku next asks Bulma for a loan, but she turns him down. Ultimately though, Krillin isn't really upset about the money. Rather, he's upset that Goku lied and tried to hide that their universe was in danger of being destroyed. While he understands Goku and Gohan's motives for wanting to keep that under wraps, he and Goku have been through too much together to keep secrets like that. While Krillin is now nervous to enter the tournament knowing that their universe hangs in the balance, he still thinks Goku should have told him that from the start. Beerus orders Krillin to enter and use any means necessary to remain in the ring until the very end, and threatens to destroy him on the spot if he refuses. Krillin quickly agrees to enter, but he thinks number 18 will probably still refuse without prize money. Bulma finally agrees to foot the bill and give prize money to whoever wants it, provided they make sure and win the tournament. Though the problem has been cleared up, they still lack a 10th member. Beerus chews them out for only selecting warriors from Earth despite the vastness of the universe. It's all their fault for squashing Frieza's army. Hearing this, Goku is inspired. Frieza. They can get Frieza for their team. And this is it? What I don't like is that whole thing with Majin Buu again. I call this bullshit. Also Caulifla Super Saiyan transformation also sucks. If they show a little fight between her and Kabu and he pushed her to the limits, and she transformed, that will have a lot of sense. And yes folks, Frieza will be the 10 warrior from Universe 7 team. Don't like recycled ideas. Dragon Ball Super should be fresh, come in with something new to the table. But we all know that new Frieza toys will sell very well. On the meantime there is only 3 hours left until the Tournament of Power. Next time on Dragon Ball Super, Kale will awaken her power, looks like Caulifla will reach Super Saiyan 2, Goku will go to hell visit Frieza and recruits him. Also the B focus on other universes, episode 93 still be about world development. And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day guys, and bye bye.